Well, hi, Taurus. Welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. Taurus, if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Here we go. Capricorn, gosh. All right, let's get started. The overall energy of this reading, the Lovers. This is a divine soulmate relationship. You have a soulmate that you were lovers with in another life. That's the connection that you have with your lover. This is the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart someplace or around this reading someplace. Let's find out why the Lovers is surrounding this entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the Devil. This is the card for Capricorn. Capricorn might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is some sort of toxic energy here. It's being tied to something else through, and I think it's your soulmate, through your soulmate. So your soulmate is tied to either someone or something else that is toxic to your relationship. Let's read on. Next to the Devil card is the Eight of Pentacles. You've been really focused on this relationship. You've been trying to make it work. It's right above the Lovers card. You've been trying to build on this relationship for security and stability, looking towards the future, really focused on this relationship. But you got this toxic energy hanging around for some reason. Well, let's see if we find out exactly what that's about. We have the Ten of Swords. I feel like you were really disappointed. I think this toxic energy, see, swords are truth and clarity. I think some sort of truth or clarity came about, and it hurt you because you were focusing and really putting in a lot of effort to this relationship. And this is a special relationship. Whether they treat it that way or not. So, what's good about the Ten of Swords is that there's no 11. So those swords can start to fall away. So let's find out more. What else is going on? Under the Devil card is the Six of Swords. Well, it looks like you're going to be moving forward. It's right next to right next to the Lovers and right under the Devil card. You're moving away from these rocky waters here towards a calmer, more peaceful place in this relationship. You have all these swords of truth and clarity here on the boat with you. So it's like there's a conversation that's going to happen, and most things are going to be cleared up so that you will be able to move forward. It's not a speedboat. It's being pushed by a pole. So there's some more work probably involved in moving this relationship forward. And I mean away from that toxic energy towards the Lovers. So things, let me point out right now that while I'm doing this reading, yesterday was part of that full pink moon. So the energy is all around. If you want to learn more about that full pink moon, look online. There's lots about it. Changes are taking place. Powerful changes. So it feels like this relationship is taking a change. It's taking, a turn away from toxic energy towards something more peaceful and more calm. On the other side of the Lovers card is the Queen of Wands. Here you are. This is fire energy. This would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But this is your energy of holding on to that staff of new beginnings, fresh starts, right under that of Swords, right next to the Lovers card. So you are going to be moving forward. You are with your soulmate, your divine soulmate, because you're going to get past this toxic energy, whatever it was. Under that Six of Swords, also moving forward with all that truth and clarity, is the Seven of Swords. So there was something deceitful. There was a lie. There was something deceitful. That's all I can really say that was going on that you're also leaving behind, because you got a lot of the truth and clarity here. Here's Seven of the Swords right below the Six of Swords that you're taking with you. Okay. So next to the Seven of Swords is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is under the Lovers, the entire energy of this reading around the Lovers. There is, the Seven of Swords, they were like there was something they were doing that sucked the love out of this relationship. Okay, this is one of the cards in the deck for Pisces. There's a fish in the cup. So they were not feeding the love, the right amount of love into this relationship because there was a fish in the cup. And there was a fish in the cup because there was something deceitful going on, something toxic going on. Well, all the truth comes out. You are going to be moving forward. So this is, they weren't contributing to the relationship. You were so focused on it and really working on it, and they were like trampling on it. They weren't respecting it. But things are changing, okay? I have the Five of Cups next to the Page of Cups and under the Queen of Wands. The Five of Cups is this feeling of disappointment. It's a feeling of being disillusioned, regrets, head hanging low, looking at the cups that have been kicked over. But this is the card of hope. There's two full cups right behind this figure. So you're looking at the Page of Cups, what they were feeding the relationship. Things are changing. I can see it in this reading because you're moving forward. So something's going to give here in order to move this relationship forward. So the Queen of Wands has a staff of new beginnings and fresh starts. And if this figure were to turn around, they would see those two full cups of love. So I feel like they do have love in this relationship. They do feel it. They just weren't treating it that way. Let's take out more cards for this reading. For Taurus, what else does Taurus need to know, universe? What else? There's Taurus. Okay. So, up here in your highest energy, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. This Page of Cups is now the Knight of Cups. They've removed the fish. They've removed the toxic energy. And that's what I thought was what was going on. Because you're moving forward with them. Kind of a hard process. It's not real easy, but it's being done. And it's just not easy for you either because you've been hurt through this. So here they come in. They have a sincere cup of love. There's no fish. They got rid of the fish. Okay? They're coming in. And they want to put an end to the old and start something new. It's like the end of the old ways, whatever that was. They're putting an end to it. And they're moving forward towards the new. So it's like ringing out the old year and ringing in the new year. Changes taking place. Like I said, with that full pink moon. They're riding right towards you. Here you are, King of Pentacles, male or female. This is your energy, Taurus. Looking at that pentacle. Where's the security? Where's the stability? You've been building on this relationship with all those pentacles, trying to build security and stability in this relationship and trying to get it grounded. They're riding right towards you and holding on to this pentacle that you've been working on. So it's like they're making a turnabout in the way that they're handling this relationship. Under the Knight of Cups is the Two of Cups, friends with love and soulmates again. So, during this process, they realize you guys have become really good friends. They do have a sincere cup of love for you. They do feel the soulmate connection. And they do want a fresh start with you. Right next to the Three of Wands, right under the Death card. This is your ship. It was kind of rough getting started. It's moving kind of slowly forward. But this is your ship, the one that you've been waiting for to come in. You're holding on to a staff of new beginnings here and fresh starts. See that? So you are here too. So this is your ship. There's ships out there. This figure is waiting for their ship to come in. But their ship is coming. Your ship is coming in because they're making changes in their life. Right. This King of Pentacles is right above the Empress, right next to the ship coming in. You had your doubts, okay? I'm saying you really had, male or female, you had your doubts that this was, the right relationship because of this toxic energy. This is one of the cards in the deck for Taurus. Okay, so it's right under the King of Pentacles, which is Earth, Taurus. So whoever you get involved with has to have a lot of the same qualities as being generous and loving and kind and considerate and thoughtful and giving and forgiving, and I can go on and on. They must have some of these same qualities. Well, they do. They do, and now they're deciding that they want to show it. They want to show you that they really do love you, and they're willing to move away from this toxic energy here. And next to that 5 of Cups, you're going to turn your back on those 3 spilled cups. You're going to move forward. You're going to leave those spilled cups behind. It's once they come forward with this cup of love, and you realize that they do want to work on it and they do want to make it work, you kind of leave this feeling of being disappointed and disillusioned and all that behind. You move right towards healing. You get your truth, you get your clarity. The time that you spend alone, you spend thinking about this relationship, asking for assistance from the universe. It's very spiritual. See those stained glass windows? This is doing meditating and praying and healing. So you're healing over the disappointment, you're healing over the toxic energy, and you are moving forward. And one of the reasons you're moving forward, kind of pretty slow, it's not the slowest card in the deck, is because you also have healing to do to move forward with this person. This trust, there's issues that need to be reestablished in this relationship. Right next to the 4 of Swords is the 5 of Swords. This is under your energy, the Empress, male or female. But you're getting more and more swords of clarity on this. You've got 3 in your hand, there's 2 on the ground. So it's advancing, and your mind, you keep thinking about them. You really don't want to see them leave your life. You do want to move forward with them, and you're asking for guidance from the universe on how to go about that because you want to believe them. They kind of lost a little bit of your trust here, it looks like. I'm going to take out one more card, but it does look like you're moving forward with them. I'm going to take out one more card because with that 6 of Swords, got all that truth and clarity here. Oh, the Ace of Wands. Remember I was talking about these wands? You're hanging onto a wand there, you're hanging onto a wand here. Fresh starts, new beginnings. That's exactly what the Ace of Wands is about. And that's like, pay attention to the wand. The wand. Beautiful fresh starts, new beginnings. You're going to get past the pain. And they're going to come in and they're going to start treating this relationship as if they really appreciate it now. So wow, Taurus, this was your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.